East Eye, toward the end of 2015, Nader, then an advisor to the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi, Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, known as MBZ, convened, with his patron's permission, a summit of some of the Middle East's most powerful leaders. Gathered on a boat in the Red Sea in the fall of 2015 were Mohammed bin Salman, known as MBS, Deputy Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, who would shortly become the heir apparent to the throne of the Saudi kingdom, MBZ himself, by 2015 the de facto ruler of the United Arab Emirates, Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, the President of Egypt, Prince Salman bin Hamad, the Crown Prince of Bahrain, and King Abdullah II of Jordan. Nader, the improbable maestro of these rulers' clandestine get-together, intended the plan he posed to the men to include the nation of Libya, but no representative from that nation attended the gathering. Of the leaders aboard the yacht, two, MBS and MBZ, are already close. According to a New Yorker interview with Richard A. Clarke, a counterterrorism advisor to Presidents Barack Obama and George W. Bush, MBS and MBZ talk on the phone all day to each other. The Red Sea meeting, though technically convened by Nader, is a means for MBZ to advance ambitions that he and MBS have designed together. The two Sunni Arab leaders' intention, Hearst records, is to remake the Middle East with the covert assistance of a highly placed American politician. They intend to do this by first renaming and reconstituting the membership of the six-member Gulf Cooperation Council, GCC, which in 2015 comprises Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, Kuwait, Oman, and Qatar, while reorienting to its regional ambitions and global alliances. The proposed GCC realignment would evict Kuwait, Oman, and Qatar from the Council and replace these three countries with Egypt, Jordan, and Libya, thereby eliminating the entity's historical association with the Persian Gulf and remaking it as, instead, an alliance constituting an elite regional group of six countries which would supplant the GCC and form the nucleus of a coalition of pro-U.S. and pro-Israeli states in the Middle East. According to two sources briefed on the 2015 Red Sea Summit, Nader said this group of states could become a force in the region that the United States government could depend on to counter the influence of Turkey and Iran. Prior to 2015, Turkey and Saudi Arabia had intermittently enjoyed strong diplomatic ties, but by the second to last year of the Obama administration, relations had soured considerably. As explained by Nader Habibi, a Brandeis University economist specializing in the Middle East, the Turkey-Saudi Arabia relationship deteriorated in the 90s when the kingdom, Saudi Arabia, took Syria's side in several disputes with Syria's neighbor Turkey. These ups and downs in Saudi-Turkish relations were partly a result of Turkey's political instability, including several military coups in the 80s and 90s. Relations tended to improve when Islamist or civilian parties, which felt close cultural and religious links with Turkey's Muslim neighbors, were in power, but worsened after the military deposed them. This cycle continued unabated up until 2011, when, Habibi writes, the Arab Spring uprisings led to the overthrow of governments in Tunisia, Egypt, and Libya. As an advocate of political Islam, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan welcomed the revolutions and the new governments they yielded. The Saudi government, on the other hand, saw the revolts as destabilizing. Erdogan therefore supported, while Saudi Arabia did not, Mohammed Morsi, the Muslim Brotherhood-linked politician who took power in Egypt in 2012. So it is little surprise that, according to Foreign Affairs magazine, Saudi Arabia and Turkey were bitter frenemies by 2012. When a 2013 military coup ended Morsi's tenure as president, replacing him with el-Sisi, Erdogan strongly condemned it, the coup, and gave the Muslim Brotherhood refuge in Turkey, while Saudi Arabia offered billions in financial aid to cement Egypt's new military rulers. Saudi-Turkish relations immediately took a turn for the worse.